Hello, I'm Mark, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you why you might not have the loving relationship that you desire right now and what you can do about it to get it. Well, welcome to this particular video. Now, here we go. The first thing I want to say is everything that's happening outside of you is a reflection of what's happening inside of you. And so, this is important. The first thing to remember is not to be a victim, not to allow other people's opinions or your past experience or the trauma to dictate how you want to show up now, because you have a choice, right? And if we continue to entertain the stories of the past, then we're not going to allow ourselves to shift into the future that we desire, that we want, this relationship that we want to have, this partner that we're calling in, if we're still attached to the past energetically and in the mind. Okay? Because the mind is going to compartmentalize everything that's happened to you and create stories to keep you stuck in the familiar. Even if the familiar was toxic, was abusive, was controlling, or was just not a healthy relationship. Doesn't matter, right? It's the familiar, it's what we know. So we need to break free of that. And the way that we break free of that is first becoming aware of it. This is the past. When I was young, I was a people pleaser. When I was a little boy, I was a little people pleaser, and I put my attention and my awareness outside of my body and into the external. Okay, what does my mum and dad need? Okay, how can I give that to them in order for me to feel fulfilled and loved? How can I help everybody else and sacrifice myself? And then I was in the habit of being this people pleaser. That was my story that I created from childhood that served me in a moment because it kept me safe and helped me to survive when I was a little boy. But now I'm not a little boy anymore. And if this story keeps playing out, then I'm going to continually experience the same result in romantic partners, in business, in life. So the first thing is becoming aware of your story. So what was your childhood like? What was your relationship with your parents like? Because how we attract these romantic partners into our life is a reflection of what our relationship was like with our parents. You know, how were they together? Were they very romantically connected? Were they loving? Were they in a healthy relationship? Okay? Because we mirror that in our day-to-day life as we find a romantic partner. So first become aware of that. That's the story. This is then, that was then, and this is now. So if you could just write down on a sheet of paper 0 and draw a line, okay? A line going this way. Here's 0. And here is the point where you are now, however old you are now, okay? The present moment. So do that now, stop the video, get a piece of paper, let me know when you're done, okay? Now, from 0 to 5 or 10 or 15 years old, you can just draw a little line, 5, 10, 15, whatever you want. And in that little spot there, put down how you were behaving. I'm talking about if you're a people pleaser, if you're a nice boy or a nice girl, if you were sacrificing, whatever it is, write it down, 0, 5, 15, write it down wherever it is. And once you've written it down, I want you to tap on that piece of paper in that moment. That was then, this is now. So then when you say this is now, you tap on your chest now. That was then, this is now. I want you to do that with me, okay? That was then, this is now. 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 Okay? So what we're doing is we're creating space between us and the story of what was our past. And we might have had a traumatic, abusive childhood. I'm not taking that away from you. What I'm doing is giving you a bit of autonomy, a bit of power. So that does not control now. Doesn't control your reality anymore. Create a bit of separation. So first identify, that was then, like this little people pleaser version of me served me, it helped me in a moment in time, right? To survive, to feel loved, to feel enough as a child. But now I don't need that anymore. I can give myself that validation and acceptance and love. Okay? So that's the first step. The next step now is to feel worthy of love. And how do we feel worthy of love? We can begin by actually giving that feeling of worthiness to ourselves. Like I said, I was a people pleaser. I was looking outside of myself for validation and acceptance. And am I enough? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please tell me I'm doing enough for you, ladies and gentlemen. But that's not really love. That's external validation. And that's what filled me up and gave me that sense of wholeness, because I felt like I was not whole. So how we can actually love ourselves is you can actually begin to consciously put some awareness and attention into your heart space and give that love to yourself. So you can all begin right now. Place your hands on your chest, right where your heart is, right? And we can take a deep breath in through our nose now. And let it go. And just begin to close your eyes now with me. We're going into a meditation, just a quick one. So again, as we hold our hands onto our heart, take a deep breath in through our nose. And then letting it go through the mouth. And just relaxing, just feel the energy as we place our attention and our awareness into our heart space now. Just feel the warmth emanating from your heart space as we take another deep breath in through the nose. And letting it go through our mouth. And as we place our awareness and our attention into our heart space, know that the electromagnetic field within that space is growing. And we're going to take one more deep breath in through the nose. Bring a gentle smile to your face and letting it go through the mouth. And just relaxing. Coming back into this present moment now. You can gently wriggle your fingers. You can allow your hands to fall wherever they're comfortable. Wriggle your toes. Move around, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Okay, so coming back into this moment now. And that's what we've done. So we've separated ourselves from the story that we created to survive. That was then, this is now. And now we're bringing our energy back into ourselves and giving ourselves a sense of love very fast. Doesn't have to take, 10 years. We don't have to go to the Himalayas and find the monks. We can actually do this very easily, and we can do it in our bedroom, in our lounge room, wherever we're comfortable, right? Something you can do every day is meditate and bring the awareness into your heart space. And the last thing I want to share with you guys today is a decision. So in terms of romantic partner, what is it that you want in a romantic partner? And with this, I challenge you and I embrace you into getting a journal, writing it down, and being creative, and also allow yourself to go as deep as you want to go, right? With this exercise, you don't have to, think, oh, this is all I can do. I just want a partner, who does what I say or whatever it is. It's actually going into deeper. Like, if you could choose any partner in the world, if you could choose to have any romantic partner you desire, how would they show up for you? What would that look like? How would your day-to-day be? What sort of work would you be working together? What sort of life will you be having? Where would you live? How would it look? Will you have kids? Will you have a shared purpose together? What are your values? What are your goals? You yourself, and then also in terms of a romantic partner, what are your goals together? Okay? So getting clear on what it is that you want. Now you've done that. The second question is what I no longer tolerate. So what have you been tolerating in your previous relationships or even your current relationship that is now no longer acceptable? And once you get crystal clear with that, you'll realize that, hey, my level of tolerance means this is what's been showing up in my life. Like, I've tolerated this behavior. Perhaps you've been in a situationship. Perhaps you attract people into your life that don't have your best interests at heart, or people in your life that can be controlling, or people in your life that don't commit to you, that don't want to grow with you, right? Whatever it is, what are you no longer willing to tolerate in a relationship? Get crystal clear on that, because this is your GPS signal that you're sending out, and you can't arrive at a destination if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations in your GPS, right? So getting clear on that, what it is that you want and what is it that you no longer tolerate. If this video has been helpful, please leave a comment, like and subscribe and let me know. Leave a comment, let me know how you felt, what came up for you, because I read every comment and I get back to you. And I'm very, very excited for you to actually go deeper into this work. If you guys do want to go deeper, you want some help, myself and my soulmate, incredible, beautiful partner, Sarah, help people in terms of relationships, finding out what's blocking them, what's stopping them, what's holding them back from experiencing the love that they desire in this lifetime. And it doesn't take long, it's just a short amount of time. If that's you, you can always reach out to us. You can comment in the video saying love, and I'll be able to send you a message and help you out. Or you can email us at hello@teamunfiltered.com and we'll reply, we'll get back to you. So much love to you. Remember that you deserve to be loved and that you are already worthy of love. It's just remembering that today. Much love.